tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Just arriving into comfortable posture for meditation. We'll orient the meditation tonight around the quality of letting go, recognizing when the energy of grasping appears in the nervous system, in the heart, and what the practice of letting go might look like or feel like in a meditative sense. Beginning, coming into the here and now, letting the body settle, land into gravity. Coming into a posture that's conducive for ease and pleasure, presence. Not too tight, not too loose. Balanced effort, but a bright uprightness through the heart center. And you might let the breath deepen a little, spread through the whole body. So I'll encourage as an anchor for the heart, mind, for the attention, just the rising and falling breath. You could feel this at the nose or in the belly or through the whole body. Anywhere else you can feel it easily. And initially just connecting with the movement of the breath in and the movement of the breath out. So we can feel this change. Every few seconds, the breath turns around. And we might begin our meditation on letting go, just noticing here that we know how to breathe without holding on to a breath that's past. So when you breathe in, you might really feel the sensation or the energy of the completion of the in-breath, the end of that impulse, and the beginning of the out-breath, and the natural falling away of the previous in-breath. So that each time the breath turns around, there's a letting go of where we've just been and an opening to what's happening now. This is so natural, it may be hard to sense. But we want to sense how easy it can be to let go of something that's already passing through. Part of why it's easy to let go of a breath as it completes is that you can't extend it for much longer, even if you try. But even more than that, you know in your heart that this is a cycle. And the cycle repeats, changing. So there's a kind of trust in the rise and fall. And so with this as the warm-up, the encouragement is to invite this understanding to meet whatever experience is happening. So if the experience that's forefront is bodily, let's say there's a pleasurable energy in the body or a painful energy, physical pain, some other kind of contraction. If there's an ache or some discomfort, noticing that. And then reminding ourselves that this discomfort is part of an irregular, but always fluctuating process where there's pleasure and pain, and pleasure and pain. So if you're in some pain right now, you might feel it and remember back to when there was pleasure, and that before that there was some pain, and before that there was some pleasure, changing all the time. In whatever way you reflect on this, can we hold the present experience more lightly? If your body's quite comfortable right now, or experiencing pleasure, remembering that this also is temporary. It's been otherwise in the past, it will be otherwise in the future. Tuning in to the oscillation of pleasure and pain as conditions change. And this same principle is true with bodily experience, somatic or sensation experience. It's true in the experiences of affect and emotion. Notice your mood, what emotional tone is here right now. Maybe give it a name. To really identify, how are you feeling? And then notice that this is different from perhaps how you were feeling earlier today or yesterday, or a week ago or a month ago. At the heart does this irregular, always changing flow between pleasure and pain, satisfaction and dissatisfaction. Knowing that, feeling it really, can our relationship to this moment's feeling be held more lightly? Knowing that it will change. So if we know the body is changing, and we just let it be. We know the heart is changing, and we let it be. We're really holding both of these processes in a deeper stability of attention, of awareness, of kindness, of mindfulness. And what we can practice with body and heart, we can practice with the mind and the cognitive faculties. When a thought arises, notice that thoughts arise and disappear. The content changes, the tone of the thinking changes. Never quite the same. Always swinging between busy and calm, different kinds of content, wanting, pushing away. And you might notice the tone in the mind, and again, connect with its changing quality, that it's like the weather, or something moving through even quicker than the weather. A bird flies through, and then a different one. This thought, this feeling, and then a different one. With thinking, the task is not so much to observe it and not do anything, because it's going to pass, but to observe it and not even give it the energy of engagement. If we're really tracking the story the mind is telling, it'll keep telling it. Right? Thoughts thrive with interest when they catch our interest, as they do again and again. That keeps them alive. If we are disinterested, I've heard this story before, a variation of it. This story comes and goes. Can I let it go? Not give it the interest that feeds it. So in meditation, anytime the mind comes back to the breath or lets go of obsessing about a feeling, obsessing about a sensation, it does a little letting go. Like the body deepening in relaxation, calming the musculature again and again a little more, and again a little more. Let the attention settle a little more, away from the churn of the thinking mind, away from the churn of the emotional story, and away from the churn of obsession with pleasure and pain in the body, into a spacious, settled state. And that's intimate with all of these, without getting lost in them. So we'll sit in silence together, playing in this way. Anything that arises can be let go of. With kindness, without aversion or pushing away. And with an openness for the field or the space that is there as we put things down and don't pick them up again. close our time in silence. I'll sing slowly the mantra of the perfection of wisdom. Gate gate paragate parasangate bodhi swaha. Begin and end that with the sound Om. You can chant with these or let them wash through. The sounds themselves arising and passing. Nothing remaining when they're gone. Once more.